Have you ever wondered why some people achieve greatness while others struggle their whole lives despite working harder? Why does one person inspire millions while another with the same talent fades into the background? Here's the truth. Success is not about what you do. Success is not even about how you do it. Success is about why you do it. Because when your why is clear, your what becomes unstoppable. When your purpose is strong, obstacles become stepping stones. When your mission is real, your fear becomes fuel. The secret behind every successful person is not their skill. It's their reason. And today I want to show you how to unlock your why, the secret that turns ordinary people into extraordinary leaders. If you want to be successful, don't ask what should I do, ask why am I doing it. When your why is strong, your what becomes unstoppable. When your purpose is clear, your journey becomes meaningful. And when your mission is real, your life becomes extraordinary. Start with why and watch how the world starts following you. The first key to success is understanding that why is the core of everything. Most people start with what they want to do or how they want to do it, but they never ask the real question, why. Why are you doing this? Why does this matter to you? Why should anyone else care? This is not a philosophical question. It is the foundation of your entire life. If your why is unclear, you will chase goals without direction. You will work hard but feel empty. And you will achieve things that never truly satisfy you. But when your why is strong, everything changes. You wake up with a purpose. You don't just live, you lead. You don't just work, you build. The reason successful people rise above others is not because they are smarter or more talented. It is because they know why they are here. And they are willing to endure the struggle for something greater than themselves. A strong why gives you meaning. It turns pain into power. It turns setbacks into stepping stones. When your why is clear, your goals become more than just dreams. They become a mission, and missions don't depend on motivation. Motivation is temporary. Motivation comes and goes. But a mission stays with you even when you feel tired, broken, or defeated. That is why successful people never give up. Not because they are fearless, but because their why is bigger than their fear. Your why is the reason you can sacrifice sleep, comfort, and ease. Your why is the reason you can stay consistent even when nobody sees your hard work. Your why is the reason you can keep going when everyone tells you to quit. When you know your why, you don't need constant validation. You don't need constant applause because your purpose is already inside you. It becomes your inner fuel. It becomes your compass. And it gives you the strength to keep moving forward even when the world tries to stop you. If you are living without a why, you will always feel like something is missing. You will be busy, but not fulfilled. You will be successful, but not satisfied. You will be achieving, but not becoming. But when you discover your why, you will start to see your life in a new way. You will understand that success is not about what you do or how you do it. It is about why you do it. And once you understand that, you will no longer chase success. You will attract it. Your why will draw the right people, the right opportunities, and the right blessings into your life. So the question you must ask yourself today is not, what do I want? But why do I want it? Because your why is the core of everything. And it is the secret behind every successful person. Clarity is the second key that separates successful people from everyone else, and it comes from knowing your why. When your why is clear, your decisions become simple. You no longer live in confusion or chaos because your purpose acts like a compass that guides every step you take. Most people wake up every day and feel lost because they are living without a clear reason. They are busy, but they are not moving forward. They are working hard, but they are not growing. They are chasing goals, but they don't know why those goals matter. This is why they feel exhausted, frustrated, and stuck. But when your why is clear, you stop living like a ship without a captain. You start moving with intention. You begin to understand. And not every opportunity is meant for you. Not every path is meant for you. And not every person is meant to be in your life. You start making choices based on alignment, not just convenience. You start saying no to things that don't match your purpose, even if they look good on the surface. Because you realize that success is not about doing everything. It's about doing the right thing. When your why is clear, you stop following the crowd. You stop chasing trends. You stop trying to impress people. You stop living for validation. You start living for your mission. And this kind of clarity is powerful because it protects you from distraction. It protects you from fear. It protects you from doubt. It protects you from the opinions of others. When you know your why, you can withstand criticism because you understand your purpose is bigger than any negative voice. Clarity gives you direction. It gives you focus. It gives you the ability to stay on course. even when the journey gets difficult. Successful people don't get lost in the noise of life because they have a clear vision. They know where they are going, and they are committed to the path. They understand that clarity is not just a mental concept, it is a lifestyle. It means waking up every day with a clear mission and a clear reason for everything you do. And when your why is clear, you don't waste time on meaningless activities. You don't waste energy on toxic relationships. You don't waste your life trying to please everyone. Instead, you become intentional. You become strategic. You become unstoppable. So if you want success, start by gaining clarity. Start by defining your why. Because clarity is the bridge between your purpose and your destiny. And it is the reason successful people always know what to do next. Confidence is the third key to success, and it is not built through talent or luck. Confidence is built through purpose. When your why is clear, confidence becomes unshakable. Because confidence is not the absence of fear, it is the presence of certainty. Most people believe confidence means you never feel afraid, but that is not true. Even the greatest leaders and most successful people feel fear. They feel doubt. They feel uncertainty. The difference is that they do not let fear control their actions. They move forward because their why is stronger than their fear. When you know your why, you have a reason to keep going even when your emotions are telling you to stop. You become resilient because your purpose becomes the foundation of your strength. You no longer rely on external validation to feel confident. You no longer need someone to approve of your dreams. You no longer need people to tell you that you are worthy because you already know your worth. You already know your mission. You already know why you were created for something greater. Confidence that comes from purpose is different from confidence that comes from ego. Ego-based confidence collapses when someone criticizes you or when things go wrong. But purpose-based confidence remains steady even in the storm. It is calm. It is grounded. It is real. When your why is strong, you become fearless, not because you don't feel fear, but because you know your purpose is bigger than your fear. You become courageous because you understand that failure is not the end, it is a step. You become bold because you know that every challenge is part of your journey. Confidence from purpose makes you consistent. It keeps you going even when you don't feel motivated. It makes you disciplined. It makes you persistent. And persistence is the language of success. Successful people do not wait for confidence to appear. They build it by living for their why. They wake up each day and remind themselves of their mission. They remind themselves of their purpose. And when they face challenges, they don't question their ability, they question their commitment. They ask themselves, am I still aligned with my why? When the answer is yes, they keep going. When your why is clear, your confidence becomes a fire that cannot be extinguished. It lights up your path. It attracts the right people. It pushes you forward. It makes you unstoppable. And that is why confidence is not something you find, it is something you create through purpose. When your why is strong, you become a person who doesn't just dream, but dares to live. You become a person who doesn't just speak, but acts. And you become a person who doesn't just exist, but leads. The fourth key to success is understanding that why attracts people. It is not your product, your skills, or your achievements that create followers. It is your purpose. When your why is clear, people don't just see what you do, they feel what you believe. They sense your mission, your passion, and your heart. And that emotional connection is what builds influence. The truth is that people don't buy what you do. They buy why you do it. Think about the most inspiring leaders in the world. They didn't become powerful because they had the best resources or the biggest platforms. They became powerful because they had a clear purpose and they communicated it with conviction. When your why is strong, your message becomes magnetic. It draws people toward you naturally. You don't have to force anyone to follow you. You don't have to beg for attention. Your purpose speaks louder than your marketing. People are tired of fake motivation and empty promises. They are ing for authenticity. They are looking for someone who stands for something real. And when you live from your why, you become that person. You become a leader who inspires others to believe in themselves. You become a voice that people trust. You become a force that moves the crowd. Why attracts people? Because it creates a sense of belonging. People don't just want to be customers or followers. They want to be part of a movement. They want to feel like they are fighting for something bigger than themselves. When your why is clear, you offer them that. You offer them a cause. You offer them hope. You offer them identity. And that is why is the foundation of your influence. It is the reason people choose to support you, even when they don't fully understand your strategy. They support you because they believe in your mission. They believe in your purpose. and they want to be part of the story. When your why is clear, you also attract the right people. Not everyone will resonate with your purpose, and that's okay. You don't need everyone to follow you. You need the right people. People who share your values, who align with your mission, and who are willing to stand with you through the challenges. Your why acts like a filter that brings the right people closer and pushes the wrong people away. This is how teams are built, how movements start, and how legacies are created. So if you want to influence the world, don't start with what you do. Start with why you do it. Becca. Use when your why is clear. People don't just follow you, they join you. They don't just support you, they stand with you. And that is the real power of why. Consistency is the fifth key to success, and it is directly fueled by your why. Most people think consistency is about discipline, routines, or willpower, but the truth is deeper than that. Consistency is not something you force, it is something you live. When your why is strong, consistency becomes natural because your purpose gives you a reason to show up every single day. Successful people don't rely on motivation. Motivation is temporary. Motivation comes and goes like the weather. Some days you feel it, some days you don't. If you depend on motivation, you will only succeed when you feel like it. But successful people understand that feelings are unreliable. They understand that success is not built on feelings, it is built on commitment. When your why is clear, commitment becomes your foundation. You don't show up only when things are easy. You show up even when it is hard. You show up even when nobody sees you. You show up even when you are tired. Because your why is bigger than your comfort. Consistency is what separates those who dream from those who achieve. Anyone can start something. Many people start with excitement and energy, but only a few continue when the excitement fades. The difference is purpose. When your why is strong, you don't quit after the first failure. You don't stop after the first rejection. You don't give up after the first setback. You keep going because you understand that success is not a one-day event. It is a process. It is a journey. And journeys require consistency. Consistency is not about doing everything perfectly. It is about doing the right things repeatedly. It is about showing up with discipline and dedication day after day. It is about building small habits that create big results over time. Successful people understand this. They know that progress is not always visible, but it is happening. They know that each step, no matter how small, is bringing them closer to their destiny. And that is why consistency is so powerful. It builds momentum. It creates trust. It strengthens your character. When you are consistent, people begin to trust you. They know you are reliable. They know you are committed. They know you are not just talking, but acting. And that trust attracts opportunities. It opens doors. It creates influence. Your why gives you the strength to remain consistent, even when the world tries to pull you away from your path. When you have a strong purpose, you become unstoppable because your actions are not random, they are intentional. And intentional actions create results. So if you want long-term success, you must build consistency through why. You must find a reason that is stronger than your excuses. You must choose commitment over comfort. Consistency is not about being perfect. It is about being persistent. It is about staying true to your why, no matter what. The final key to success is understanding that why is the secret behind every legacy. Success is not only about reaching your goals or achieving wealth and fame. True success is about the impact you leave behind. It is about how your life changes the world even after you are gone. And this kind of impact is only created when you live with purpose. When your why is clear, your life becomes a message. Your actions become a testimony. Your story becomes an inspiration. Successful people don't just build careers, they build legacies. They don't just create businesses, they create movements. They don't just achieve goals, they change lives. And the reason they do this is because their why is bigger than themselves. Their purpose is not about personal gain. It is about serving others, lifting others, and making a difference. When your why is clear, you begin to think beyond your own life. You begin to think about the generations that will come after you. You begin to ask questions like, what will my life mean to others? How will I be remembered? What mark will I leave on this world? This is the mindset of a legacy builder. It is the mindset of a person who understands that success is not measured by what you have, but by what you give. And when you live with this mindset, you become unstoppable because your purpose becomes eternal. It becomes the driving force that keeps you going even when your body is tired and your spirit is weak. When your why is strong, you don't fear death because you know your legacy will continue. Your impact will continue. Your influence will continue. And that is the power of why. People who live without purpose often feel empty, even if they have achieved great things. They may have money, status, and recognition, but they still feel like something is missing. That's because success without purpose is like a ship without a destination. It may move, but it will never truly arrive. But when your why is clear, every achievement becomes meaningful. Every sacrifice becomes worth it. Every struggle becomes part of your story. And your life becomes a message that others can follow. Your why becomes a light that guides people out of darkness. Your why becomes a voice that encourages the broken. Your why becomes a hope that inspires the hopeless. And that is why legacy is not built by chance. It is built by purpose. It is built by living with a why so strong that it outlives your lifetime. So if you want to be truly successful, don't only chase achievements, chase purpose, chase meaning, chase a life that will be remembered. Because the secret behind every successful person is not just what they did, it is why they did it. If you want to rise above mediocrity and step into your destiny, you must start with why. Because the moment you discover your purpose, your life changes forever. Your actions become intentional, your decisions become clear, and your passion becomes unstoppable. Success is not J. UST about doing something, it is about doing something with meaning. And when your why is strong, you don't just work for money or recognition. You work for impact, for change, and for a higher calling. You become someone who does not just survive, but someone who truly thrives. Your why is the compass that guides every choice you make. It gives you clarity in a world full of noise and distraction. It helps you avoid the traps of comparison, doubt, and fear. When your why is clear, you can walk through any challenge without losing your direction. You don't get distracted by what others are doing because you know exactly where you are headed. You become unstoppable because you are not chasing random goals, you are chasing a mission. And missions don't fade away with time, they grow stronger. A strong why also builds unshakable confidence. Confidence that is rooted in purpose is not affected by criticism or rejection. It does not depend on validation or approval. It remains steady even in the toughest storms. When you know why you are here, you become fearless. You become bold. You become consistent. You show up even when motivation is gone. Because you know that your why is bigger than your feelings. And this is what makes successful people different. They keep going when others stop. Not because they are perfect, but because they are committed. Finally, your why is the secret behind every legacy. Success without purpose is temporary. But success with purpose is eternal. When your why is clear, you do not just build a life, you build a legacy. You inspire others. You create movements. You change lives. And your impact continues long after you are gone. So today, don't ask yourself what you want to do. Ask yourself why you want to do it. Because your why is the key that unlocks your true potential. And once you start with why, nothing can stop you. Thank you so much for watching and being part of this journey. If this message touched your heart, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more powerful content. Leave a comment below and tell me what your why is. Remember, your purpose is your power, and your power is unstoppable. Until next time, stay focused, stay driven, and keep starting with why. God bless you all. Goodbye.